And hello once again, it's Martyn Brown with the podcast, and Efe Ohwofasa has come back to see us. I'm always so pleased because he's a goldmine of information, and today's subject is something I know that you are going to want to listen to. Welcome, Efe Ohwofasa.
Thank you very much, Martyn. It's always a good honor and a privilege to be on this show to talk one or two things that will be of value to people.
Wow, and this is why you're so welcome every time. I want to talk today about people that are wanting to perhaps launch their own business, and they're a little bit worried because of the unknown, if you like. They need to have an identity for their business. They need to create a business plan. They need to register the business, develop the product or the service. They need to build a brand, launch the business. There's so much to do. What would you say if I came to you today and said, I need to launch? What the heck do I do?
It's a good question. And that reminds me of when I newly started. I was new. I was fresh as an immigrant from Nigeria to the UK. I had a passion. I want to get my life making progress. I have a passion. And I got trained for what I'm doing today as a professional life coach, as a professional trainer. I have an expertise. I love to make an impact in the lives of people. So the first thing is to have a passion for something, a passion that you want to make a difference. It could be passion for cooking food. It could be passion for clothing. It could be passion for me, I love passion to speak to people, passion to train people. It could be passion for teaching young people, passion for anything. The first thing is to have a passion for something. And that passion is what drives you that you want to get started in that venture of entrepreneurship. And that passion is something that makes you to wake up every morning. You are hungry. You want to contribute value for that. But having said that, passion alone is not enough. In the world of starting a business, entrepreneurs are people who solve problems. So how can you turn your passion into solving a meaningful problem? So what are the problems out there? What is it people need help with that you can now use this, your passion, to making yourself available to provide a solution to this problem? Like for me now, I'm very passionate about what I do, but I didn't know how do I get clients for my business? Where do I get started? I was hungry. And I decided I'm going to figure out how to look for problem to solve with my destiny. So I got involved in my local community where I live here in Bournemouth in the United Kingdom. I went out there. I want to network with people. I said, hey, my name is Efe. I am a coach. I have trained. I want to help people to solve problem. But I didn't know what the problem was. And I got involved in networking with professionals in the community. I went to join the Chamber of Trade and Commerce. I went to local networking meetings, and I was getting to meet people, asking people questions, trying to figure out what is it they need help with. And behold, I was lucky to figure out that people who are in business, they are struggling in getting clients. They are struggling with motivation. They're struggling with ideas of how they can build a business. So I made myself available, and I started researching how I could provide information and training that will help them to build and grow their business. So I got now involved consistently going to the local Chamber of Trade and Commerce. I got seen, I got known, and I now offer to join the Chamber of Commerce, to be a member, to really get serious and involved in it. And that gave me opportunity to now be in front of my target audience. So the thing is, when you have a passion, look for a market and look for a problem you can use to solve for that market.
That's excellent. And if I was coming to you now, I would be very much wanting to get involved. So you've mentioned a lot of things there that were offline to get you known. And people do forget, once they get online and they start marketing or they start anything, they forget about the offline as though it's not worth it anymore. But you've mentioned everything there, that the networking, so important, and getting known. So when you go online and you want the business to be not blatantly advertised, because when you're starting, you wouldn't be able to afford to do that anyway. what would you suggest they would do online in order to get that recognition, to get that kick?
Well, I think going online is not something I will recommend at the start. You want to go offline, then you take it online. Because if you're new, if you want to get out in the business, you're still like a baby learning how to walk. You are still like a baby learning how to find your feet, to test the offline. So go offline, test it with your local community, test it with friends and family, test it with associates around you. And when it's working and you have some little results that money is not coming in, then you want to go offline and go online to do whatever thing you want to do online. I will give you in my own case. I build confidence in sales and marketing, in asking for the sales offline. I build confidence in learning how to relate with prospective clients offline. I build confidence in knowing how to ask for the money offline. Now, doing it online is a little thing that I've mastered offline that I'm not doing online. Like what I'm doing today now, I'm now speaking to you offline, doing a video or podcast. I did not just start doing it here. So go offline. I will give an example of what I did. I had the privilege to be speaking to a group of professional entrepreneurs and in my local community. At the first stage, I was speaking, but I didn't know how to make sales from stage. I didn't know how to ask for money. But along the line, after many years of making mistakes and learning from mentors, when I speak now, when I go and speak on stage, I make money just speaking for 30 minutes or 45 minutes. So first of all, you need to create what product are you selling? What product do you want to start with in a business? And the second thing is that what are your offer? What is the offer? What is it you are inviting people to come and buy from you? What is your offer? Like for me, being a coach, then my offer then when I speak on stage, I invite people to come and work with me, and I get them to work with me for a period of 6 to 12 months, and they pay me monthly. So I have an offer that you want to offer people, master the offer, master the product and sales offline. Then when you come online, you are trying not to display your expertise and doing it more strategically online.
So in your audience, then they're there and they're listening to you speak, and you've got to charge for your time of being online, charge for your expertise. And how would you start thinking about how much to charge? I wouldn't know what to pay somebody to stand up there and talk. How would they put it to me that they've got to charge X amount for this reason? How do you work the pricing out?
It's a very good question. When it comes to pricing, it all boils down to how good are you with what you do? Mm-hmm. What is the quality of what is it you are selling? Is it an actual physical product? Or is it just an expertise, a service you render? If it's a physical product you have that you want to launch as a business, so the charging, first of all, you have to do your homework. How much did it cost you to buy that product? Or how much did it cost you to create that product? And what is it? How much did you spend in the process of doing it? Then imagine you want to know it. Then you now have to factor in how much you want to make from it. So you put the cost price of how much it costs you, then you put a fraction of how much you think you could sell. Therefore, those who are experts, who do not have physical product they want to sell, it boils down to how good are you? How competent are you? How excellent are you in delivering services? Then you charge. And the beauty is there may not be a specific figure that I could say now. Like for me, I remember the very first time being an expert who coached people. The very first client I had, I was charging the client £150 a month. That was what my confidence level were there. And I did it with all excitement, with all joy, because I was loving helping this client. And the second client I got from there, I now moved from £150 to £250 per month. My confidence was building, my expertise was getting better, and my third client I didn't charge £150, was £350, because I was building and going and getting better. And at some point, I got to the stage of charging at least £1,000 per month. So it comes as a level of competence and mindset. So the question is, how much do you think you want to charge people that will help them? That's the question you want. Yeah. And again, you could say you want to charge X amount. If you want to charge X amount, either big, high, whatever, the question I want to ask is, how good are you with sales? Because charging people, it boils down to how good you are with your sales. Sales is all about how you present your services or your products to your prospects. And when they connect with you, then you now ask for the money. And how you present yourself will determine how much you could take or ask the clients to pay to you.
Yeah, and of course, once you start attracting an audience like you do, I've seen some of your live performances on video and in 3D land, and people attract people, don't they? So
yes.
When the room is full, people are saying, what is this? What is this guy? What does he do? And this is how you multiply. And I've seen you work abroad as well, where the people absolutely hang on your every sentence. It's incredible to see. And you got there naturally, but also learning along the way. So if somebody wanted to learn from you, this super expertise, if you like, how would they get in touch with you to do that?
There are different ways. I have a YouTube channel. They can click on it and go through my link. I have a link and that people could click. I think it should be somewhere on this video. And you could go to my website. You could use www.efeohwofasa.com. That is EFE, then my surname OHWOFASA.com. And if you want to send me an email, you can send me an email, info@efeohwofasa.com. And I'm very happy to help you to clarify what could be that business idea, to clarify your offer, your pricing structure, how you can improve your sales processes so that you can attract clients and get them to invest in working with you so that you can start making money.
Excellent. And if somebody now watching this or listening to this is interested in starting or launching their business, and they want to, or if they're already in business, they want to scale it and improve on their finances, what would your final word be to them to encourage them?
First of all, it's possible, you can do it. And there are 4 processes you could go and that you master over the period of time. If you have a business, either a product or service you're offering, number one thing that you can focus on is generate lead for your business. Lead people who have shown interest in your business, and they give you their contact details, their email or phone number for you to reach out to them. So generate lead, number one. Number two, try to engage them by booking an appointment with them. Booking an appointment with them and have a conversation with them, and also make the sales from the conversation. That is, generate lead, book an appointment, and close the sales. And you repeat and rinse this over a period of time, and you will see yourself making sales, serving people with your expertise, making a difference in the lives of people, and making money in the process as well.
Efe, thank you very much. That's another amazing session, and there's more to come for people that are watching. If do look up either Martyn Brown, that's Martyn with a Y, or Efe Ohwofasa. We'll put the names on the screen, because we're always updating and willing to help you at any time. That's what we're here for. Efe, thank you very much for this session. It's been brilliant.
Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure, Marty, to be on this stage with you.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye now.